Yo, what is up, guys? Back at another video here, and I think this place is looking a lot more interesting. We've got like big old mountains around. Uh, I mean, like mountain ranges and canyons, and I just added craters. So, cool thing about the craters, they even have they have a little lip. I reckon I need to multi-thread this generation. Right now it's just spread across multiple frames, so you don't like get a frame drop. But I mean, you can see it flash sometimes, like right there. So I suppose I need to multi-thread it. Really don't want to have to do that. It's probably going to be super complicated to do that anyway. But anyways, now we've got, actual textures here. The one on the poles is kind of repetitive. You can see the repetition because I didn't actually break it up in the poles, but I don't know. I don't think that's that big of a deal for the poles. Like that looks fine. Elsewhere, I do have a little bit of breaking up, just a little bit. You see, I mean, it's definitely still repetitive if you're paying that much attention to it, but it's broken up a little bit. And then if we fly down here, yeah, you can see all these popping in. The more I've added, the more complex is needed. So biomes, craters, all that's added complexity. So it takes a little bit longer to, generate chunks because of that added complexity. So that's all leading down to the point that I just guess I need to multi-thread it now instead of just spread it across frames. Because like, look at this, and I do drop frames whenever that's happening actually. So we can go to the lower areas and it gets a little darker and it's got like this darker sand texture. And the higher areas just have just like a nice Mars rocky texture to them. But I mean, it looks a lot more interesting. But obviously, with all this interesting stuff, there's a lot more optimization needing to be done. So I suppose I'm gonna have to multi-thread this. But let's just fly around and have a look at how cool some of these areas can look. See like divots and craters all around, mountain ranges spanning. Then you have the pole, the North Pole and the South Pole, which have like a snow, ice, whatever you want to call it. I just did, kind of snow. I just did a snow texture. Um, we've got like cool like canyon lines. Look at that. That one runs through this crater. That looks cool. That looks cool. That canyon just goes down, and there's a crater right in the center of this line here. If we look, we can see that line will continue into this crater. It's all looking pretty interesting now, and I'm really happy with the way it's looking. Let's get really far away and see what it looks like. It's gonna take a second though, because my movement isn't very quick. I fix up the atmosphere a bit more. So the atmosphere is definitely looking a lot better than it was. So that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, you can see the textures on the poles starting to get a little bit lower res, but just because there's a lot less vertices to work with there. Yeah, but if we get further and further away, I mean, we could still kind of make out, like if you look at the edges, you can make out where the tall mountains and the craters and the canyons would be, which I think is super cool. You can make out these giant features from really far away in space. And obviously, if you go down there, it will be there. That will exist. Like that crater right there. Let's aim for that. We'll go to that crater. Is that the same crater from that canyon? Is that where we were just at? Oh, that's where we were just at. Look at that. We've already got a landmark here. I'm pretty sure that those are the same two craters that we were just at a second ago. Yeah, see? Canyon line coming down. Yep. Look, we've already got landmarks. I was able to make a landmark flying around. Be able to find my way back to it. But I mean, definitely looking pretty interesting. I'm really happy with the way this is going. Thank you guys for watching this video. Peace out.